So we are already into July, which means it is yet again time for another edition of the top Android apps. This episode is packed to the brim with a whole range of applications that I think you will get a kick out of downloading and trying out, so get your phones ready. But before we get onto the episode, I want to quickly talk about this episode's sponsor, Skillshare. So Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes available to teach you a whole range of skills such as cinematography, editing, motion graphics, plus heaps more. It is available for Mac and PC, but also on iOS and Android devices, and you can also download any course for offline viewing. I'm currently watching an After Effects course by Jake Bartlett called The Ultimate Guide to Kinetic Type in After Effects, which is filled with a heap of really useful bits of information about making your text look really high quality and unique within Adobe After Effects. And this is something I'm always looking to develop my skills in for each and every video that I create. Premium membership starts at around $10 a month, and this gives you unlimited access to high quality classes from experts working in their fields. But for the first 500 people to sign up using the link down in the description, you can get 2 months of Skillshare for free. It's been all over the internet over the last couple of weeks, and for good reason too, so I thought I'd better showcase it here as well. And so IGTV, or Instagram TV, is the company's attempt at launching a video streaming platform that may just be the first real potential competitor to YouTube. The whole idea of IGTV is to open up the Instagram platform, which has so far been limited to photos and short videos, so that creators can post long-form videos. The biggest difference with other online video websites though is that IGTV is all vertical videos, which the company says is the way we actually hold our phones, and they've definitely got a point. Whether or not you're on board for long-form vertical videos, Instagram has the structures and systems in place to make this one of the first proper alternatives to watching videos on YouTube, and that's because not only do they have the user base, which is now over 1 billion active users, but they also have some good search and discover capabilities in place as well, which will only get better with time. Either way, competition to YouTube is good because it means that they now have to step up their game to keep their users invested and on board. In fact, I've already started posting some videos over on IGTV, so if you want to go and follow me, you can find me at @Beckmans or by using the link down below, and let me know your thoughts on this exciting new concept in the comments as well. So you might be wondering why on earth I'm including Android Messages, which is one of the oldest apps in the books, in today's video. And it's not so much the app itself that I'm looking to showcase, but rather the newest feature recently added, which is the ability to now send Android messages using your computer. So this is a feature that has been available for the longest time on iOS devices, and it has even been available for some third-party messaging applications like WhatsApp and even Google's own discontinued Allo app. But it seems as though Google is finally starting to get itself together by putting all the features into their default messaging application. All you need to do to activate the feature is head to the URL messages.android.com on your computer, and then you jump into the app, which does need to be updated to the latest version, and hit the menu button and tap on Messages for Web. From there, you simply scan the QR code on your computer, and just like that, you can now send messages using your web browser. It's a simple feature, but a very handy one that has been a long time coming, so bookmark the page and get messaging. Android P is currently knocking on our doors, and its release is imminent, so it only makes sense that we start to see some of its features brought to us in the form of standalone applications, and that's where the Android P volume slider application comes in. So as the name would suggest, this application transforms that big, in-your-face volume slider that has been around for what seems like forever and replaces it with the smaller, more minimalistic Android P looking volume slider, which apart from its size, is mainly distinguished by being off to the side. It actually works really well in replacing your OEM volume slider, and the app itself even has a range of customization options that let you tweak the look and feel of the slider itself. There are a few bugs here and there, such as not being able to easily change which system volume you're controlling on the slider, as well as it sometimes appearing in screenshots if you don't disable it, so keep that in mind. But if you're looking to get the Android P experience on your smartphone, then this app is definitely worth trying. I love finding new icon packs that not only stand out in their design, but also keep things minimal and clean, and the ORIELS free icon pack is an icon pack that I definitely think fits that bill. So the design of each of the icons in this pack actually reminds me somewhat of the Android dot notifications that were introduced with Android Oreo, because at the base of each icon is a colorful dot, the color of which is taken from the application's base color. From there, a white little icon of the app itself sits on top of the colorful dot, and you can see it really makes for a visually interesting look, and yet because they all sit on that same sized colorful dot, they all look fairly uniform and in sync, which is great. The unthemed icons don't stand out too much either, with just their colorful icon sitting on top of the colorful dot instead of the white icon, which means that if you have apps that aren't of the 1100 plus icons supported, then they're not going to stand out too much. The art of a simple image gallery application seems to be dying lately with all these new whiz-bang gallery apps available on the Play Store, and so Focus Go is for those of you looking to get back to basics with a solid and reliable image viewing application. So the main goal with this app is to be a lightweight gallery app that just does the simple job of presenting your images and videos to you, and it does it well. There's no photo editor, no backup to the cloud option, no unnecessary features that you generally never use anyway, just a clean way to view your images. Along with that, the opening animations are clean and the app itself is modern and minimalistic, and I just really like the intention behind the development of this application. I'm always looking for easy ways to create images and designs that can communicate information but in a clean and visually appealing way, and so Adobe Spark Post is an app that piqued my interest and seems to be able to do just that. The whole idea with this application is that you don't need any design skills to get creating really nice images, and so it's filled with a bunch of super nice templates that are easy to customize and tweak to suit whatever style you're after. You simply choose an image to be used as the base of your design, add some text over the top, and then you can apply a range of different design filters, which will take your plain old images and text and transform them into these really eye-catching and creative looking graphics. There is a massive range of design styles to choose from, so if you're looking to up your graphic design, then definitely check this app out. Whenever I'm looking for a new game to feature in this series, there are two key aspects that end up winning me over: design and sound, and Hook definitely exceeds expectations in both of these categories. Now, in terms of gameplay, Hook is all about simplicity. As the player, you're simply attempting to unhook a series of wires and lines until the level has been cleared. What's cool though, is that there are no menus, no achievements, just yourself and a puzzle to solve, and I absolutely love the approach the developer of this game has utilized. Apart from all of that, the music, sound, and graphics are beautifully designed and go so well with each other, and playing this game just feels a bit more like an experience rather than a complicated puzzle game. This really is the sort of game you can find yourself relaxing to rather than getting stressed about, and as a result, I think you'll really enjoy playing it. With all of the advances in technology, one media format that has surprisingly held firm through it all is radio, and yet it's always been a bit of a battle finding a way to listen to it on our phones without a dedicated OEM app. Well, RADIOGRAM is an app currently in beta that seems to be a good solution to this problem. So the app works off of an internet connection, not an aerial, and this means that you can listen to any radio station in any country of your choosing, as long as it offers online listening or streaming. What's great and what makes it different to some other radio apps you can find is that RADIOGRAM doesn't have any ads whatsoever, whether audio or banner advertisements, and this means you can get on with listening to your favorite stations without any interruptions. As well as this, the app also has a great design and feel which makes finding and listening to stations really seamless and easy, and the app also features Chromecast support and really fast loading times. I'm always trying to find methods that make file sharing between smartphones and computers of any kind, namely Mac and PC, fast, easy, and seamless, and EASYJOIN seems to be one of the most promising methods I've found so far. So as alluded to, EASYJOIN does work for both Mac and PC, although with any operating system you use, you do need to have some prerequisite frameworks installed first, which the website will guide you through, and then from there, you simply need to make sure both of your devices are connected to the same Wi-Fi network, which you can of course just use a hotspot connection if you're in an area with no Wi-Fi, and then you simply search for new devices, wait for them to pop up, and then you can start sharing to your heart's content. It really is a super simple and easy to use process, and so far it has worked flawlessly for me and has been much more reliable than Android file transfer on a Mac. I guarantee you will find great use out of EASYJOIN, particularly if you're a Mac and Android user, so check it out below. One of the other subtle but really great features of the Android P preview and beta builds is the Rotation Assistant tool, and Android P Rotation, as the name would suggest, is a really cool workaround that lets you emulate just that feature. So the Android P feature is a really subtle tweak that allows you to take more control of when your phone auto rotates, which means you don't have to worry about your phone automatically rotating when you don't want it to. So using this application, you can leave the orientation of your phone locked to portrait, and whenever you rotate your phone, the app will use your device's sensors to detect this movement, and upon detecting such a movement, will present you with a little icon that allows you to manually flip and lock the rotation. This means you dictate what orientation your phone is in at all times, and you don't have to constantly swipe down your notification drawer to tap the orientation toggle, but rather it's there for you whenever you need it. Definitely a great feature. Aside from that, that is it for this video. As always, links to each of the apps will be included down in the description below, so don't forget to check them out. And let me know which of the apps in today's list you're thinking of trying out. If you enjoyed the video, then a thumbs up would be very much appreciated. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, then jump on board and let me know that you've done so down in the comments below. But that is it from me. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will catch you later.